Welcome to the channel, Josh Gordon Music. This is going to be quite a different video. We're going to look at the new Genome application by 2Notes. Now, this is mainly a PodGo channel with some HX Stomp, and I've done HX Stomp XL, some Helix LT stuff, even the Sonic Cake Matrobox. But this is definitely something different for me, like a plug-in software. I think I've actually done a bias effects, one or two presets, but this has blown me away. As you know, at the recent NAMM show in January 2024, 2Notes, I believe, unleashed this new Genome application, which is, I guess it's, from what I see, like a post effects, it's a plugin, amps, cabs, all the usual effects, something like, I would say, like bias effects by Positive Grid. And I got an email about it because I am an existing 2Notes customer, because as much as I love using digital modelers like the PodGo and the HX Stomp, especially because I'm in a condo and I can't crank a real amp, there are times where I do want to use my real amps, and so I have a 2Notes Captor 8 load box, which I've had for a couple of years now. And that works great because sometimes I want to test out a real pedal board. I can use that and I can feed the amp right into the load box, cut the speaker out, use a simulated speaker with their Wall of Sound program, and voila, there you go. So they've introduced this and given it for free to existing 2Notes customers, and I must say I'm blown away. So we're going to do a little quick walkthrough, just using one amp. But I'll tell you, the clean amps are great. They have, the usual suspects like the orange amps, the Mesa Boogies, Marshall that I have up here, definitely Fender, and it's fantastic, that Fender clean that they have. I don't know any of the amp names, like what they call it. I know that we're going to look at one called Albion, which looks like a Marshall to me. But wow, this sounds really good. It's really, really good sounding, very realistic. I know Neural DSP is, that's the rave for plugins, and I haven't tried HX, the native plugin, because I tend to like using the modeler, like the physical hardware, because I'm going to probably use it at a gig or bring it somewhere. So I mean, it serves well for home recording or any online session work I get. But I tell you, this thing has really blown my mind. It's so good, and I definitely am going to play with it more and maybe even make some presets for it. So if that's any interest to anybody who watches this channel, drop a comment below, let me know. And maybe I will make some presets for this and set up like a Google Drive folder where you can download these things for free. Anyways, let's have a look. So I've queued it up here. So when you open it up, you get something like this. Now, let's start with this little menu here, this little hamburger menu. Now you can adjust your window size, which is great. So I have it I'll leave it at 80, and you got your account, you're logged in, blah blah blah, all the usual stuff. They just did an update, which I just did before this video, so let's get back to it here. Now here, this looks like where you can select your amps, because now I'm still learning this. I've only used this maybe twice. This might be my third time using it. So now you can select from all these amps here. Yeah, it looks like they have quite a bit here to keep you busy. So if we look at B, like, I don't know all of these things. I might have to look at a manual. C, these might, okay, so these are banks and they look like they might be a little empty. But if we go up here, let's see. Oh, we have a J. That's not me. There's a JG. You have Humphrey. So it looks like these are probably some guitar players that we all know that have maybe done some presets for this. So we'll definitely check them out. Yeah, so I'll go back to where I was. So I've chose this, the Albion. So you get here. Now, this looks like a signal chain. Now you can do dual pass. It looks like, I don't know what else in the way of signal chains you can do, but that looks like definitely there are. I looked at a couple of presets where it had a dual chains here. So we'll stick with the simplicity here of the single path. So I've picked the Albion. I've dialed in a couple of things here. We'll go to the drive. So I've chosen what looks like a Boss OD1, and left clicking doesn't seem to do anything. So if you right click, now you'll get your little drop down menu. So you can change your effects, you know, so you got amps, you got your cabs that these guys have, or you can load an IR, delay to drive. So you got a few choices. So not tons, but you know, this is enough really to get you started. You got a dynamic you got your compressor, volume pedal, EQ is great. Some enhancers and exciters, just, you know, for some extra sweetness and crispiness and sizzling and all that good stuff. Modulation, so you got chorus, flanger, tremolo, all these great things. I did put a, no, I didn't. I thought I did put a chorus in here. I guess not. We'll keep it simple. Some reverb, which I have. Ooh, look, a stereo width thing. And, okay, wall of sound, post effects. Okay, so this looks really good. So that's your menus and your options for your effects. So now let's look at the amp itself. So pretty standard here. Now down here, I guess looks there's an on-off switch, and then custom. I'm not sure exactly what this does, but it looks like you can have it set to, okay, I want this amp on clean, or I want a cutter fat, like, so different setting presets, I guess, here. So I kind of just leave it at default and just dial in myself. The cab, now this looks great, right? So you have, obviously, it looks like a Marshall cabinet, and you got 2 mics, and I know you can move these things here, and you'll notice this little area looks like that's where you can move the mics, and you can have it close, or you can have it the distance. You can choose your mics. So this looks like that's the list here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 9, I guess 9, or bypass. I don't know. So that's you know, it's good. You don't need too many choices. That looks great. The delay. Now I've chosen the pedal format. You could have a studio delay machine and it'll have a big box, and you can, or you'll see but I just kept it simple in pedal format. And then reverb, you'd probably get something like this for the delay. I think there was 2 different sides to it, but yeah. So the reverb here, and again, by dropping down here, you can choose. I chose club verb, so you can choose what kind, you know, like a room reverb, and you can still add more. I guess that's the maximum of the signal chain, but it looks like you have 10 spots, so that's a lot of spots for effects. So, and up here you got a tuner. This is essential for me as a noise gate. So if we put it on, you know, you can change it. I just dialed it until I was very happy with the sound being like all the dirtiness, the humming gone. So that's great. And a save button, and I guess there's an undo or a redo, and a reset button. So this is pretty good. This looks like maybe something. Maybe there's a drum programming or something up here. Again, I don't know. And then there's a little information up here, like your ins and outs. So if you can see if you're peaking, and I guess this looks like your computer use. You know, so. This is great. It does. So let me give you a little sound sample, all right, and then we'll close. I like to put it back on the amp picture there. Okay, so let's hear it. Yeah, let's do a little playing. Okay, so here we go. All right, so that is my little quick walkthrough, run through demo, if you will, of the Genome application by 2Notes. What a great plugin! And that's just a little quick and easy setup. You know, you can get much more involved with this, and I'm sure there's even better, what am I trying to say? More capabilities, better than what I'm showing you right now. But again, this is my like third time opening this up. And yeah, you can definitely, if I wanted to save this preset, of course, you know, you got your little save as function. I'm in Logic. So yeah, let me know what you think. Drop a comment if you like this. And again, if there's anybody out there who would like to maybe see some presets or want me to try and make some, I would love to. I mean, I really like, I don't really like using plugins like for modeling and effects. Like I said, I like either the pedal board or the Podgo or HX Stomp. I like the digital, like the physical hardware product. But and I've tried. I've tried Bias Effects, Overloud. I know there's others out there that escape me. And while they are good, they're great. This one right away just caught my ears. Like, this sounds so good, like really, really good. I mean, I've used Amplitude, and I've tried, I think the native, I forget what it's called. Anyways, point is, I'm going to use this more. I think this sounds really good. So what do you think? Let me know. Thanks for watching the video. Hopefully you've stuck around this long with my ramblings, but I hope this gives you a little idea of what this brand new product can do. Okay, so thanks for the new viewers, the returning viewers, the subscribers. Thanks for your support. If you like the video, please click the like button and consider subscribing to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.